Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The long-standing fray between Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association in AKUGHA, Egbema Ndoni local government area of Rivers State, and the Nigerian Agip oil company is in the news again. This time around, the association is alleging unfair distribution of oil pipeline surveillance contracts among communities in Amorku town. Correspondent Faith Ojile reports.
Members of the Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association took to the streets of Omok, headquarters of AKUGHA, Egbema Ndoni local government area of Rivers State, in protest against what they consider an unfair distribution of oil pipeline surveillance contracts among host communities of Agip. Chairman of Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association, Comrade Chiko Bialali and Elder Ogaluzo Benneth, accused Agip of deliberately shortchanging members of their group in the distribution of oil pipeline surveillance contracts.
Those who are in the town having their own land, sold their land finish, and they eat their money. Nobody knows when they eat it. Then our piece of land in the plantation, that the oil well now are inside, they are bringing this money. Those people that have sold their own plot of land and eat their money, nobody knows when they eat it. They are now jump into the people of the plantation, while the people who get them just become monkey they walk, bamboo they chop.
The subland job should go to the landlords. Yes. Our land renters should be paid as at when do as well. As if they don't pay, we are coming to live in Agip. Yes. They should get prepared that they will kill all of us.
Yes. It was gathered that in Omok, lands are owned by families and not communities. According to Hakot Amwa, a member of the Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association, the lopsided distribution of oil pipeline surveillance contracts is in furtherance of Agip's divide and rule policy in its area of operation.
It is not our fault that God gave us the natural resources that are beneath our soil. Today, Agip is using those who do not have anything in normal community, in Onega community, to oppress and intimidate those of us who God has placed these natural resources under our feet. We want to call on the federal government, especially the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The President should call the management of Agip to order.
The ongoing fray between Agip and the Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association is said to have been ignited by the Italian oil major's refusal to recognize and treat the group as its direct host in Omok town. In January 2019, the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources called a peace meeting which arrived at 9 resolutions to meet demands of the Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association. The resolutions include, but not limited to, upward review of land rentals payable by Agip. Several months after former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Dr. Ibe Kachiku, in a letter dated 29 March 2019, directed Agip to implement resolutions of the January 2019 meeting, the company in December 2020 agreed to increase the value of its land lease from a paltry 50 kobo per square hectare of land to 30,000 naira. To the dismay of the agitating group, however, that has not been effected till date. According to Sarah Fineboy, a member of the Onelga Oil and Gas Landlord Families Association, other aspects of the January 2019 resolutions, such as increased employment quota, scholarships and skills acquisition training programs for youths, are yet to be implemented by Agip. Fineboy says members of the association are going through difficult times.
Our children don't go to school, don't have farm to even farm. They have taken our farmlands for their productions, yet they cannot even give us anything to take care of ourselves. We are not being treated as landlords. We, the landlord family, are saying no to it.
Since 2020, when Inside the Niger Delta commenced coverage of the feud between the Onelga Landlord Families Association and Agip, the Italian oil major has consistently refused to make comments on the matter, preferring instead to intermittently issue press releases that do not directly answer the many queries of the Onelga Landlord Families Association.
Inside the Niger Delta.